Cześć moi kochani, z tej strony Korogoda i zapraszam was do Broken Colors, czyli gry, której prawdopodobnie nie powinnam nagrywać, ale robię to po prostu dla czystego fanu i tylko dlatego, bo nie mam co innego nagrywać, ale to nieważne. Kurwa. First name. First name. Your last name. Nie, chyba nowe. Nawet to gdzieś dawałam, ale dobra. What? And what pronouns do you use? She, her. Wonderful. Prawdopodobnie będę robić urywki z tego materiału, żeby po prostu wam się dobrze oglądało. Zapraszam do subskrypcji, lajka i komentowania. Let's see where your path will be take you in this dark, unsteady world. Nice! Dzień pierwszy! Jeszcze cieszę się jak dziecko, a nie powinnam. Jeszcze te detale są zajebiste. Mniam. Dobra. My outstretched hand feels its way forward to the source of the alarm until it finds the snooze button, and the alert comes to a stop. Teraz takie przerwy, bo po prostu muszę przetrawiać to. Ja roll on my side, curling up into a ball. I'm already snoring when it sounds again louder this time. Fuck. I groan at the thought of leaving the comfort of my cozy bed. Alright, awake! Knowing that I would have to skip lunch if I wanted any more time now, I let out a defeated sign and pulled myself up into a sitting position to switch the alarm off. Dziękuję! I put my phone back onto the bedside table, but as hard as I try to make it casual, it takes all my energy to swing my legs over the side without falling backward. That sucks, bro. This is totally me. I co to za otwarta szafa? Ja już czuję, że tam Peter siedzi. I stop moving and allow myself a few seconds to let the day come softly into focus, even if I can hardly keep my eyes open. This is totally me. I stop moving and allow myself a few seconds. Dobra. My whole body, it feels like it's been hit by a truck. Totally me. Is that what they call fatigue syndrome? I swear it's been getting harder to fight it off every day. Putting my hands on either side of me, I grunt as I finally push myself off the bed completely. I feel my feet still edge from the previous day work as I stumble towards my closet, wiping the sleep from my eyes and in an almost robotic fashion put on a sleeveless blouse and a skirt. Switch over conveniently resigning at the top of the pile. The summer sun shines brightly through the grubby windows of my apartment, filling me with more unnecessary warmth. I close my eyes and bring my arms back behind my head. Another yask in my throat as I head into the kitchen, only to be faced with an almost empty fridge. Right. I had to get rid of most of the food after the last hour outrage. Can't eat well if you're late paying the electricity bill. I decided to eat the chicken salad sandwich that my neighbor generously made for me yesterday. I am very grateful for her. She has often helped me in difficult situations, and that even on truth she doesn't have much herself. I make a mental note to do some grocery shopping tomorrow, or maybe I should not only do it mentally, but also write it down later. To dosłownie ja. This thingy is very cute. I'm gonna kill you later. The soft cracking sound under my chair reminds me of the dried leaves that had been scattered all over the floor by a strong draft the other day, and are the sad result of my magnificent mint plant. Aww. And mind you, accidentally killing it is not an easy task. Ja mogę się z tym zgodzić, bo ja mam dużo u siebie plantów, przecież kwiatków, ale niestety przez to, że ja uwielbiam ciemność, to trochę to nie ułatwia im fotosyntezy. Proszę, że w sumie co na śpiranki. Czekaj to. Może przeżyją. Może. Oh shoot, how could I forget to water the whole time? Poor thing. While I throw biting glances at it, I finish my lunch, then pick up some of the leaves, thinking about reviving my plant later before rushing to get ready to another uneventful day at work. Dobra. Zanim przejdziemy dalej, chciałabym jedną rzecz podkreślić. Te postacie, które to może być prawdopodobnie my. Nie wiem. Ale ogólnie te wszystkie postacie wyglądają zajebiście. Nie wiem, czy je robi jeden twórca, czy różni twórcy, ale ja bym chciała przerysować je w moim stylu. Może redesign zrobić, czy coś takiego. One są takie zajebiste, że ja bym chętnie zrobiła ich redesignu. Really. Tylko nie wiem, czy właściwie mogę. Ale myślę, że nic się nie stanie. Chyba piszcie w komentarzach. Może zrobię film z tego, jak robię redesigny. Kurczę. Poczekaj to. Dobra. I step outside into the scorching sun, feeling the sun heat wave that must be in keeping my sleep and lethargic for the point few weeks. With squinting eyes, I look up on the cloudless afternoon sky. Its bright cocktail blue stretches on forever, giving me a moment of pure serenity. I take a deep breath and enjoy the summer breeze that brings along a dry wind messing up my hair. Such a pretty afternoon, It's a shame I have to work today. Thinking I put on my sunglasses and wiggle my hair through the heavy traffic pouring in from a nearby expressway. Vehicles of all shapes, sizes, and colors brustled by, creating quite a din. Yet one could still hear the humming sounds of bees darting through the air and the soft clinking of ice drinks from restaurants. I turned the next corner and got only a glimpse of the back of my coworker's car, who has just finished his morning shift before he takes off driving home to his family. My feet carry me to the building. He had left a small convenience store where I work as a cashier. Stopping in front of the staff entrance, I look for my keys, then grab the door. Ouch! I to feel my palm exploding in pain. No w sumie jest lato, to w sumie jak każda metalowa rzecz może nas poparzyć. I drewniana, i piasek, i szkło. Damn it, not again! I wave my hand as if it now shakes off the burning sensation. I wish we had more trees throwing some shade in this part of the city, or a new affordable entry door for the matter. One that would also make it easier for the air conditioner to run more often. Dobra. Speaking of, after using a hand kerchief to protect myself somewhat from the intense heat of the door, I hurried inside and noticed only slight difference in temperature. A not so pleasant thought crossed my mind. What if the AC is not working? I bet Rasmus will use that as an excuse to go home early. Dobra, wszystko wygląda ładnie, ale i tak wiemy, że coś będzie śmierdzieć. Że nie, że fizycznie, znaczy prawdopodobnie może coś śmierdzieć przed komputerami, telewizorami, telefonami, nie wiem. Mi śmierdzi i że tym, że zaraz coś się odjebie. While I make my way to the break room to fetch myself a drink, I find my coworker already sitting there with his legs stretched out in front of him, his feet propped up on the table, and his arm resting behind his head, as if he has come to relax, not to work. As usual, he doesn't bother to look at me or greet me, and continue to ignore me until I wave a glass of chilled juice in my hands. Man, I could grow a beard to Man, I could grow a beard just waiting for you. The AC is broken. Hello, you little babe. What are you gonna do about that? I don't know, kill you. Yep, that's Rasmus, the spoiled, obnoxious son of the manager, whose favorite pastime is to constantly bully me. Unfortunately, I need the money and can't afford to complain about it too much, even though his father is pretty nice to me. Well, except for this cruel jokes about us marrying one day, Rasmus and I are anything but a perfect match, really. ingredient at this reproachful remark. I stand next to the table, rest my other free hand on my hip, and glance at him. I see the corner of his mouth curling up, and I realize he's not in the least bit intimidated by me. Well, how should I answer him? We could call a technician? No way, too expensive, and it takes too far long for them to arrive. Wiem, że ja to w złej kolejności powiedziałam, ale I am not that patient. Too expensive? His family is rich. Okay, not super rich, but still well off. Fine, I will see what I can do. You should keep an eye on the store in the meantime, though. We don't have any customer at the moment, and none of them will stick around in the IC is not getting fixed, including me. What? You can't expect me to do anything. Wrong. I only expect the bare minimum of your lazy ass, since this is all I get when working with you. Back off of this finger. I'm not lazy. I want to say more, but I don't feel like arguing. My grip on the glass tight as my eyes try to escape his stern gaze. I take an awkward sip, knowing he's not done roasting me yet. How come you didn't change the air filter then? Oh no, he's right. Boże, jak ja to przeczytałam. I genuinely forgot about that, sorry. You're mighty, you're just like a sponge. How inconvenient for you now. I'm fingering all that ice layer off of it. Oh, and don't forget to clean the coil. Bet you haven't done that earlier. He stand up, not telling me where he's going. Before he leaves the room, however, I call out to him. With an inexperienced sight, he turns to face me. What? You know, I could use some help with that. No. Pretty please? Are you deaf? I say no. Please, Russ. You know how difficult it is. And I don't wanna spend half of my shift fixing a damn IC. I know it could have been avoided if I didn't forget about an air filter, but I will try my best to think of it next time. Please? Ready, please? Not the eyes? Nie dodawaj. Dobra, teraz to ja się nabijam z Rasmusem. I w grze, i w realu. Ja dosłownie się z niego nabijam. O to kur... Stay and help me. Jaka morda. Takie, kiedy wiesz, że zaraz dostaniesz od brata przejebana, że wpierdam bardziej. No bardziej, kiedy zepsujesz bratu komputer. Brat. He snorts. His eyes changing with amusement. You're hilarious. Didn't know you were that pathetic. Alright, fine. But don't get used to it, idiot. He likes us, but we know what I do. I fuck up. I roll my eyes while his back is turned to me. It's ridiculous. Still, I have to go sometimes just to get a little help from it, especially from him. Unfortunately, he has always been like that, bossy, condescending, even bitter about past events that may have been beyond his control. I noticed that he never speaks of his mom, but I figured that might be a topic he doesn't want to discuss. I never brought it up. Besides, I thought trying to get to know him better would change anything about our current relationship. After changing into my work... A nie, niechcący źle dałam, że niechcący się źle zatrzymałam. After changing into my work clothes and shutting off the power to the cooling system, we removed the decayed layer and freed the coil from dirt and dust. Christmas was more pleasant to be around whenever work distracted him from me, which often led to the illusion that we got along well. Nobody would believe me whenever I complained about his bullying. People would just laugh and tell him to go easy on me, making him do the exact opposite. Once we're done, we return to the break room and wipe the sweat off our faces with, with a towel and take a moment to re-enjoy the cooler temperature. Phew! Now that one's finally taken care of. Thank you, Russ. What would I ever do without you? Licking dirt, probably. And just like that, my enthusiasm about it itself is gone. Anyway, he glanced at the clock in the wall, then back at me. You better go back to the counter now. I will check out your inventory in the meantime. I just nod as he leaves, pouring myself off another glass of juice before I follow him through the door and place it down next to the cash register. There's still no customers. Huh? Seems like it's gonna be a slow day. Depending on the season or day of the week, my job can be slow, hectic, stressful, or mind-numbing, boring and repetitive. It's also physically more demanding than some might think. Having to study at one place all day is hard on my feet, knees, and my back. I enjoy my job through some of the most fun times involve chatting with the regulars. We would laugh, catch up, tease each other. I probably know more about their lives than the neighbors or even relatives. Of course, we also have customers who treat me like I'm something nasty on the bottom of their shoes. A couple of them could ruin my whole day. Sadly, is it expected of me to debase my self-worth to avoid responding back in a similar manner? Mila is one of the regulars, isn't the type to say anything nice or look even remotely approachable. She usually just buys her cigarettes and leaves the store as fast as she came in. I remember how she got angry at me once for asking for her ID. It was scary as hell. To this day, I don't know how I even survived her little outburst. But I like to think that she was just having a bad day and isn't the mean kid. Penny, another regular, is pretty quiet and on some days seem a bit awkward. Always buys energy drinks and avoid eye contact when talking to me. I once pointed out how rude I thought this kind of behavior was. Now he occasionally makes an effort to show me that he pays attention. I admit, I feel kinda bad about it, seeing how rarely he managed to smile. Manage a smile. Kurna, znowu... przepraszam. Makes me wonder how miserable his life must be. The other two well-known regulars are Gunther and Levi. Gunther isn't much of a talker, but he's too polite not to rage in some small talk. At first, I was a bit intimidated about his high and bulky statue. The wrinkles and the dark half ones below his eyes didn't help to make him look any less scary either. Funnily enough, we both later over our shared fears and of dentists and love of cats. Levi is the kind of guy that gets in a good mood as soon as he walks into the store. He's always smiling, reading, and ready to share the latest rumors with me. And Rasmus noticed the chemical smells cling to him that makes it obvious he's dealing with drugs. It's a strange thing that some of our customers might be actual criminals. Nice! Zajebiście! Kurna. I don't think I will ever get used to the fact that I moved to the city with a high crime rate. Gunfights, robberies, assassinations, and other attacks are part of everyday life here for some people. Oh yeah. Even our manager has trouble expanding his business without facing any territorial issue. It's crazy, really. Luckily, the neighborhood I live in has been quite peaceful for years. However, I would be lying if I said I didn't wish for a little excitement every now and then to combat my rather boring life. Still no customers. I dobra. Ja chyba na razie będę tutaj kończyć, bo w sumie to miałby być tylko odcinek wprowadzający. Prawdopodobnie zrobię z tego malusieńką serię. Nie wiem na ile godzin jest ta gra. Podejrzewam, że tak na 2 lub 3. Lubię. Wiem, że jest tam dużo osób w tej grze. Ale cóż. Dziękuję wam za oglądanie. Jeszcze raz dajcie kciuka, suba, komentarz. Wiem, że o to proszę po raz drugi, ale proszę nie bijcie mnie za to. A ja się z wami żegnam. Bye bye.